ground, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I was a loser, opportunity is up. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Play action. Now it's Tua. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here's Berrios. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
The Dolphins at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign.
They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Young now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They go play action. Young. He completes it to Beckham. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Young to throw it. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop it.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
He's got a full head of steam. The race is on.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Devon Achane.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and Panther lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
First down, Carolina.
On play action, here's Tua. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, 30 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score. Nick Folk for the point after.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Dolphins 14, Panthers 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Flash, red. Claws, red. Ready.
Now Young.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here we go.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They give to Achane on the option.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll throw again. Young, flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, fellas, listen up. 21G, 21G.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Tua going to throw. Oh, and
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, right? Black stop. Strike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Darren Waller, 28 yards. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
So often we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Following the interception, Young. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And now the rookie's free.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Panthers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Young's throw is taken in by Waddle.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here is Young. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
On the ball. On the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hurry, hurry.
Now Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Ready. Ready.
Up the middle, H.M. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Ready, ready.
Young working out of the gun. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Dolphins! Odell Beckham, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Tua on 4th down. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Striker, 3-3, set.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. He completes it to Beckham. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Young now. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 24.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Drill 52.
Again, it's Achane.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, Young. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Young will set to throw. Being chased out left.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now Tua. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be stopped right there at the 31. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A 28-yard gain. And a Panther first down.
From midfield, here's Tua. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
At the 37-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hill. Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
3rd and 9 here.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
52 blaster. Hut, hut.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when